Alright, good evening everyone. Welcome to the select board meeting of, what's today? March 13th, 2025. As always, we're gonna, tonight we have Denise, Roger, and myself. Alec and Kevin are not available tonight. And we're gonna start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If that keeps happening, I'll just talk very loudly.
Lower the volume.
That might be
Better? Okay.
Jesus. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, we have no appointments, resignations, we have no minutes, we have no licenses and permits, so we're on to announcements, which will take the bulk of our evening tonight.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Marcy.
I have several announcements tonight. A lot of announcements are coming from the Park and Rec Department. So we have Norton Cleanup Day is Saturday, April 5th, 2025. You can check in between 9 and 10 at Town Hall, and cleanup is from 10 to 1. Volunteers are needed to help collect trash from Norton's busy streets. There will be a free barbecue afterwards, sponsored by Bog Iron Brewery. This is brought to you by the Norton Highway Conservation, Park and Recs Departments, along with Norton Veteran Services and the Select Board. We also, on April 12th, 2025, is the Easter egg hunt at Wheaton Chapel Lawn. You can visit Peter Cottontail. There'll be face painting, as well as the hunting schedule is at 2:30 for 2 to 3 year olds, 2:45 for 4, 5, and 6 year olds, and 3 p.m. for 7 and 8 year olds. For more information, you can contact the rec department. The men's over 30 basketball league is going to be Wednesdays, April 12th through June 11th, and Thursdays, April 3rd through June 12th. You can contact the Norton Rec Department for more information about the basketball league. There is over 24 pickup women's basketball league on Tuesdays from 6:30 to 8:30 at the LG North School at 38 Plain Street. You can contact the Norton Rec Department, nortonmass.org, over 30 basketball. There is a townwide yard sale sponsored by the Norton Park and Recs Department on Saturday, May 10th, 2025, from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Sell your items at your house, but be a part of the fun with the townwide event. For a $20 donation, Park and Rec will put together a map of all the locations with descriptions of your goodies and do publicity. The more the merrier. You can contact Park and Rec if you want more information. There's also junior golf lessons. Dates are Thursday, May 1st through 12th, 22nd, sorry, and Thursdays, June 5th through 26th. These are at Norton Country Club Golf Pros. Lessons are at Everett Leonard Park from 4:30 to 5:30. You can contact Park and Rec if you want more information. We also have a save the date for ribbon cutting and grand opening for the Grand Chateau Owl at 4 Mansfield Avenue. That's Friday, March 28th, 2025. Light refreshments and drinks are available. The grand opening celebration will be, the ribbon cutting ceremony will be 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. The grand opening celebration will be 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. and that is at the Old Town Library. I also have a personal announcement that we will be holding office hours for selectmen. I will be available starting next Thursday, March 20th. Thursdays that the select board is not meeting, I will be available in the lobby to meet with any citizens who have questions or concerns, and we have the availability of the room if you have a private conversation you want to have. So that begins next Thursday at 6 o'clock. That's all I have.
All right, excellent. Thank you, Roger. Okay, next under new business, we have discussion and or vote to open the special town meeting for May 19th, 2025. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Marson?
I make a motion to open the special town meeting to be held Monday, May 19th, 2025 at 7:15 PM at the Norton High School. Warrants and articles will be accepted until 4 PM on March 25th, 2025 at the Select Board's office.
I'll second.
Okay, motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. I don't know about that 7:15 time though. Okay, now we're gonna go through the, do you wanna go through the meeting articles, the town meeting articles?
I think you received the warrant previously.
Yep.
So I just wanted to see if we could tackle a couple of them anyways, easy ones. I know you don't have a full board. The first article, Article 2, Chapter 90, Transportation Aid Program. So that would just be to approve acceptance of any Chapter 90 money that the state sends us. And allow us to expend that on roads around town.
I'll make a motion to approve Article 2 of the Town of Norton warrant for the annual town meeting for Monday, May 19th, 2025. As written.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
And the next article is Article 14. The Finance Committee took this up and approved this at their last meeting. This would be, let me go to it on the, so this would set up an uncompensated absences fund. So to see if the town will vote to accept the provisions of General Law, Chapter 40, 13D, establishing a reserve fund for future payment of accrued liabilities for uncompensated absences due to any employee or officer of the town upon termination of employment, from which appropriations may be made by the town manager and town accountant. And further, to raise and appropriate and/or transfer from available funds a sum of money to fund said reserve fund or take any action relative thereto. So the auditors have suggested that we should set up this fund. What we've been doing in the past, say the fire chief would come to the town accountant and say, I think I've got 3 or 4 people retiring this year. We'd put an article on the warrant and money would be there to fund those retirements. A lot of times, I was joking with Paul Schlager the other night at the Finance Committee, how he'd be in the day after town meeting and say, okay, transfer that money into our salary account now. We'd be like, whoa, you might have enough in your salary account to make it through the year without that money, let's see. And so a lot of times the money never got used or a portion of it got used. So we have a series of those articles that were done over the years. And right now, in all those articles, James said there's close to $1 million that we would put into this reserve fund. And this covers sick leave buyback or vacation. And it would be good to have this when we go out to borrow with the actuarials. If they see we're making a commitment on our OPEB and we've set up a fund like this, it looks like we're taking, rather than having to come up with money when someone's retiring, we'd have the money set aside and it will help us out in our bond rating. And so we wouldn't have to appropriate any money, we'd just transfer over what's in those articles right now.
Excellent.
Through you, Chair. Mike, so OPEB already covers some of those separation expenses, correct?
OPEB just covers health insurance for retirees. It doesn't cover anything else.
Okay. So you moved part of OPEB over as well to the
No.
separation fund?
Nope, we leave OPEB alone and just keep doing what we've been doing every year. We've been going up 5,000 a year, trying to get to our goal of 200,000 a year going into OPEB. And then when Bristol County pension system's fully funded, the money that we're paying into the Bristol County pension system every year, we'd have money that we could put into OPEB, but this would be a separate fund. And it would be invested, so they'd be making an interest. And right now, our liability is the town closed down today. If everyone retired, it would be about 2.4 million, I think James said, to cover the liability. So this would be a good way to show that we're covering that.
Is none of this covered already in the fringe line item?
What we've been doing, as I said, when every year a request will go out to all the departments, do you have anyone retiring this year? And an article will be on the warrant to put appropriate X amount of dollars into that article to fund the retirement. So we've been paying as we go.
Mr. Chair?
Mr. Marcy?
Mike, so if we set up this account and we fund it, can we get the money out if we need it for something else?
That's a good question. I'm not
I
sure.
believe you have to go to town meeting for it.
Right.
Yeah, and this, from what I understand, you're taking this from previous town meeting articles, that's where the funds are coming from?
Right. Previous town meeting articles that were for retirement.
Right. So there's funds sitting out there that we can't use until we appropriate it.
Mr. Chair?
Mr. Marcy?
I make a motion that we approve Article 14 as written for the town meeting warrant.
Mr. Chair, sorry, I have one more question. Mike, I heard you say that this was brought before the FinCom. How was the vote?
Not sure if it was, I think it was unanimous. If not, it was
They passed it.
most, yeah.
Second motion. Sorry, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
And if you like, usually in the spring, and I don't think we're gonna have money to put money into OPEB and the stabilization. And I think we could move no action on those for now. Or just
I'm sorry, which article are those?
19 and 20, usually, that is OPEB and stabilization, because usually we fund those in the fall.
Do you need a motion to take no action?
Recommend no action.
Mr. Chair?
Mr. Marcy?
I recommend we take no action on Article 19 and 20.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
And I would also recommend the same on Article 22 now. If we approve Article 14, we don't need Article 22.
Should we wait and see if we, I'm sorry, Mr. Chair?
Should we wait and see? No. Mr. Marcy?
Should we wait and see if we pass Article 14 first?
Well, right now, your motion could be no action, and then you could move it at town meeting if 14 didn't pass.
I'll go with that.
Mr. Chair?
Mr. Marcy?
I make a motion that we take no action on Article 22.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right.
That's it.
So then we have the review, discuss, and vote to award the trash recycling contract and bid results.
So we had several bidders for the trash pickup for both the schools and the town. And you have in front of you a breakdown of those. The first for the schools, I recommend that we award the contract to Republic and to the town, Allstate. Allstate was the low bidder for the town. Republic was not the low bidder, one bidder lower, but due to not having all the information that was required in their bid package, that bid was rejected.
Okay, so do you want us to motion to award these or to allow you to? Sorry.
I would make a motion to award and authorize me to sign the contracts.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Marson.
I make a motion that we award the trash pickup at Single Stream Recycling Services for the schools to Republic and for the town Allstate, and allow the town manager to go into contract with us.
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Next up, we have a discussion and a vote to award the DPW service awards, items 13, 14.
Mr. Chairman, this is for line painting, and for both these bids, one recommendation is Markings, Inc., and this is for chlorinated rubber traffic line painting and thermoplastic traffic line painting.
And how much over last year with these?
I don't have that.
Sorry, I assume they're over because everything goes up.
Yeah. Some of them were close, though. Some actually went down, and a lot of them stayed pretty close this year.
I remember some of the paving went down, which was shocking to me too.
Yeah.
Okay, any questions?
Mike, I'm assuming that this bid is based on what we have actually planned for the year.
We give, just like we do with our paper, we give Southeast Regional Services Group quantities that we expect to use, and they compile all the different towns, the quantities that are going to be used, so the companies know what they can plan for when they go.
So I'm looking for a similar motion to the last one.
I'll make a motion to approve the Southeast Regional Services Group, authorize, I should say, town manager to sign a contract with Southeast Regional Services Group, DPW Service Awards.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. So next, we're gonna have the discussion on the real estate exemption for veterans, which is, I brought this up a while back, about the HEROES Act. I would prefer to have a full board here for that if possible, but I know we have some folks from the assessors here if they want to come up and talk. Or you want to hold off until everybody? I'll make you do it twice, so
Be
I don't want to have
happy
to.
to address the public in general. If we have to come back, that's fine, but we're here and prepared to present to yourselves and the town. It's up to you guys, but
Mr. Chair?
Mr. Marson.
I suggest that we hold off on having any discussion or making any recommendations for the HEROES Act at this time. I'd rather have a whole board here, and I haven't had the time myself to look over the information that we've received.
Okay.
that's fine. That's fine.
That's fine with me. You okay with that? Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming in. I
You
appreciate it.
let us know, and,
It was short notice. I know we added that today, so,
yeah,
all right.
no problem.
Thank you guys.
All right, have a good night.
Is there any topics not reasonably anticipated? Nobody? All right, next up, we have the old business, the memorandum of understanding between town departments. We're gonna skip this tonight because this is another one I'd like to have the full board here for.
Yeah, pretty much. I haven't had time to read it anyway yet.
So we're gonna skip that one tonight. I told you, the announcements would be the bulk of the meeting. All right, now we're on to the town manager's report.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair?
Mr. Marson.
I think we have an update on the property on East Main Street.
It's not on the agenda.
update on legislation for sale of property on East Main Street?
Yeah, that's during the time, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We'll get that.
My
It's okay, it's all right.
Go ahead, Mr. Stevens.
Sure. I just wanted to give you an update on the health insurance. These are the rates for this year. It's an 8.2% increase over last year. And if I can get my mouse to work. I just wanted to show you a couple things that we're looking at in our health group. So right now, the big thing with Wegovy and Ozempic, right now 1.8% of the members use Ozempic, and that's 6.2% of our entire pharmaceutical claims. And Wegovy 4.7%, and that's 17.3%. So those two drugs are 23.5% of all our pharmaceutical claims. It's really driving up the cost, and the health group is looking at ways to have other options rather than cover those drugs in full. They're looking to institute a managing obesity program and gradually end coverage for those drugs, or another option is make people pay a higher copay. So we're going up 8.2%. If we didn't cover those drugs, we'd be going up 4% this year on our health insurance. So for every 1%, it's about $80,000 for the town. So if we weren't covering those two drugs, we would have saved 4% or $320,000. Could have gone a long way. And just giving you the past history with our group. So this year, as I said, we're going up the 8.2% for FY26. FY25 went up 5.7. We're at 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 5. So, and then 13.6 and 18 and 10.3 and 17. So on average, it's been 4.6% from FY16 to FY25. We actually got an email today. There's a number of communities looking to come into the group because some of the communities on Maya went up 20% this year. I saw others that were 14.8. I know Easton has said that GIC has been over 12% for the last 3 years increases. So our group's been doing well, and we will look at some of these communities that now want to come into the group, and they'll be reviewed by the actuarials, and we've told them that we already have our rates set for FY 26, so unless they're going to bring that rate down, we won't be bringing them into the group. We'll look at them for the next year. But this is just some of the rates and some of the communities that responded.
Athol has 18%.
Communities that, the Maya communities, I was surprised, a lot of them might not be on here, but a lot of them went up 14.8%. Medfield, as you can see, is Maya. They went up almost 17%. So we're doing pretty good as far as the health insurance, and we will keep on looking at options. And then on the House legislation, so I don't know how long it's been now, 10, 15 years that we've been trying to sell or get the state to put up for sale the land up on East Main Street behind Dunkin' Donuts. And now Representative Barros has introduced a bill to require that the state put the land up for sale. So hopefully this will get things moving. I was kind of surprised during the boom years here where the state said, well, the economy's not right now for selling the land. I don't know when it's gonna get any better, but it'd be nice to have that land back on the tax rolls. And I want to thank Representative Howard for steering that.
All right, thank you, Mike. Anything else? Anything for the select board's report now?
Just one quick question. Did he indicate, do they indicate when they expect the House to vote on this?
Mr. Chair, I spoke with Representative Chason this afternoon about this specifically, and there is a bill that's been assigned to the State Administrative Regulatory Joint Oversight Committee, is looking at it now. It has a bill number, and he said he would try to keep us informed as it moves through the House.
All right, excellent. No report now? Okay. I approve the warrants as written, and I declare under General Laws, Chapter 30A, Section 21A3, that the purpose of the executive session will be to discuss strategy with respect to the litigation matters identified in the board's meeting agenda, their updated meeting agenda, because a discussion of the matters in open session may have a detrimental effect on the litigating position of the town, and with the board to not return to open session at the conclusion of the executive session.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Marston.
I move that the board go into an executive session under General Law 30A, 21A3 for the purposes and reasons declared by the chair and the board to not return to open session thereafter.
Okay.
Second.
We have to, okay, sorry. Second, we have to have a roll call. Denise?
Yes.
Roger?
Yes.
And I am a yes. Thank you very much, everyone, for sticking through this tough meeting.
Yes.